bugged out. So, well, I say bugged out, but I was sitting in my car, okay? I was live inside my car. Not driving, by the way. Like, I know that YouTube doesn't actually care if you're, like, driving while live, but TikTok does. But I wasn't driving. I was parked. Um, and they banned me twice for going live for 10 minutes. I, it's how it goes. Sometimes I hate that app, to be honest. I really should just do more on here. I just can't do like the one thing is with TikTok, which is nice, is that I can listen to like copyrighted music and like have it in the background. You guys can hear it. Here I can't do that. I do that, I get nannered. They'd be like, "Hey, no, that's a copyright strike, and those are bad on here." So yeah, mer. So that's okay though. That's okay. But how are y'all doing? Um, I am like I didn't realize like how wrecked I am. Cause okay, so like I was trying to figure out why am I so tired. Like I don't get me wrong, I wasn't running on like a lot of sleep or whatever else, but and then I realized like after I got home and I checked my phone and I walked over 8 kilometers today, right at the swap meet, because you just do laps and laps and laps around, and you try to find stuff. Or did I buy some stuff? If you saw my video, which if you haven't seen the video yet, you should go check that out. Actually, it's a pretty. It's not how I normally do those, and I was just doing it something different for it to see if that would work, and I actually really like the product, because a lot like my swap meets in the past, I was looking at parts a lot more, and I'm like, you know what? No, let's try to look for the cars. And so I actually went out into the parking lot and I started filming the cars in the parking lot for y'all. So hope you guys did enjoy that video if you did see it. But yeah, like so over 8 kilometer walk, over 11,000 steps, and it's brutal. But then like I ordered a pizza, right? In Olds. Because just I'm driving through Olds, may as well go pick it up, right? And it's pretty cheap. So, from Domino's. This is like $13. Perfect. So I stopped there. That was my dinner. I stop in. Obviously, I get the food. I continue on to sundry. I eat one slice of pizza, and I passed out. And then I fell asleep for like maybe about an hour and a half, and then I woke up, and it's like, okay, apparently I needed that sleep. Yeah, I did. So, yes. But car. Somebody just said car. Hi, yes, car. I have car. My car be an 81 Mustang. How about you? What's your car? uh, although I can't wait though, honestly, for everything that's coming down the pipeline with that thing. And then now today, like, it's kind of interesting, because I actually got gifted by one of y'all some awesome headlight tint. It's like yellow. It's like kind of like a holographic yellow color. So that's gonna be put on the car, and it's gonna look fucking sexy. That, and it's gonna be practical too. It's gonna be very practical. So, and the reason why, because like normally when you tint headlights, it's a bad thing, right? Well, in this instance, it's actually kind of a good thing, because I think I'm only gonna do the low beams for now, and then see how I like it, and see how much it actually cuts on light, right, from the low beams. Because my high beams are like collapsed suns, and maybe I just want to keep that as the white, and then have the yellow on the inside, or on the outside. That would look kind of cool, I think. I don't know, I think. And I really like can't wait, honestly. Like so much stuff is coming down the pipeline for my Mustang. Everything from the suspension to the tint to just the tri-power intake and head setup. Although the more I think about it, the more I think of, should I bother with that tri-power? And instead just say screw it and try and find myself like an Argentinian head or a crossflow head or an Aussie 250 head. Like, I don't know, like, because the more I think about it, the more I think that the tri-power is a waste of time, but I think it'd be really good for content, so there's that. I don't know. I don't know. Because admittedly, like the crossflow is gonna make more power. I already know that. It's not gonna have the cool factor. I mean, it's gonna be cool factor because it's dry power or because it's crossflow. But yeah. And hi Willow, how goes it? Do I have ADHD and autism? No meanness in brackets. Well, that seems a little mean. Uh, but am I autistic? No. Uh, do I have ADHD? Sort of. So back when I was diagnosed with it, it wasn't ADHD. There was two different subsects of it, right? There was ADHD and there was ADD. I was actually diagnosed with ADD because I didn't have the hyperness of ADHD. So it was one of those things where that's just how that kind of worked out. Yeah. um. Uh. Well, like my ADD is fine, honestly. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm just reading the comments. It's just so hilarious of these comments, you know. But yeah. Well, last I checked, I have tits and a vagina, so I'm not a man. I'm not transgender either. Like, but even if I was, who gives a fuck? Like, genuinely, this is an automotive discussion. Who gives a flying fuck of what's in somebody's pants if they're just chatting cars with you, bro? And if you're not here to chat cars, then what the fuck are you doing here? Simple as that, right? Like it's so silly. Like, um, it's pretty silly. And I have a low voice. Okay, cool. I don't have the most feminine voice. It is what it is. Well, oddly enough, I was actually born a woman, but sure, you do you. Like, and the thing is, yes, do I have the most feminine voice on the planet? No, actually. As I've gotten older, my voice has changed a bit. You can look at some of my early content and see the difference in my voice. And it was a little more high pitched back then. This is only a few years ago. And then now, unfortunately, like it's gotten a little bit deeper as I've gotten older, and it happens. Nothing I can change about it, so it's just fuck it, you know. Um, and it's just so annoying with you. Fuck it. Mm. I'm not gonna get mad, but it's so annoying, honestly, with all those comments of, oh, that's a man, that's a man, it's a man, you're transgender, you're transgender. But again, what I don't understand is who fucking cares if somebody was, right? Like, I just truly don't understand the mentality of it. I really don't. Yeah, but like, again, if somebody is transgender, why do you care? Like, why would you care if somebody actually is transgender? Because, I know a few people that actually are transgender, right? Um, and they're fantastic people. All transgender people want to do is live their lives. That's it. And how they choose to do that is up to them, but they just want to be happy in their lives. It's not affecting you in any way. So I really don't understand this rhetoric online of like how like that the transgender people are somehow bad. I'm like, no. Honestly, I know quite a few, and like they're friends of mine, and yet they're fantastic people. So it's kind of weird. Well, thank you, Des, man. And you're Canadian too. Nice, nice. It's always nice to see fellow countrymen in the chat. But yeah, I mean, there's no point in trying to let them like drag you down because what's the point? What they lie to people? What are they lying about? Like Blaine, what exactly are they lying about? Ah, you're in Vancouver? Nice. I'm in Alberta, actually. I live in a small town called Sundre, Alberta. So, their gender. So, now here's the question though. What? Oh, you're in Calgary. Nice. So you're only about like an hour, a little over an hour away from here. Nice. That's cool. But Blaine, let me ask you. So somebody lying about their gender. Uh, I mean, if it's the gender that they feel happiest in their own skin, why is that such a problem? Like, unless if you're physically attracted to that person, it doesn't matter. And the only people that actually need to know if somebody happens to be transgender or whatever else is your significant other and your doctor. That's it. Because it has zero bearing on your life. And your sister's in Red Deer. Yeah, actually, I was in Red Deer today. The swap meet that I was at today was in Red Deer at the Red Western Park. So yeah. You know what? I'm just not even going to deal with that. I am just going to do this and do that to that person. Because you can tell all they were going to be was antagonistic. And that was not worth trying to even have them in the chat at all. So, we got another Canadian in the chat. Cool. Cool. And wait, is there a Willow in the chat? I don't see a Willow in the chat. Oh, Willow's right there. Okay. Oh, you're in Sylvan Lake. Yeah. Actually, Sylvan Lake's not that far away. Well, oddly enough, if you're in Sylvan Lake and you're into cars, you probably know of Sylvan Auto Parts, right? My buddy Matt Brockoff actually runs that store. Very good, cool guy, honestly. And if you saw in the video, he has his Fairmont listed. He's not gonna sell it, to be honest. I mean, if somebody offers him the money, I mean, he will, but he's gonna keep that car, and he's gonna take it on the drag and drives or whatever else. He's owned it for too long. It's just a weird thing for him to sell. Rascal, I can't see the chat, dude. Like, dude. Um, sir. I can't see the chat, man. Can you like move? Rascal? Mommy needs you to move. You can't go underneath the blanket, dude. There's a curled up cat already on my lap. So can you just move your buttocks? Thank you. Rascal's a silly boy. Eh? You're a silly boy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I don't have an OnlyFans link, by the way. So, yeah, you can keep dreaming there, bud. I don't do that shit. Oh, and now, so Rascal woke up Saber and trying to, like, lick his head. Saber's not really having much of it, so he's trying to, like, bite at Rascal. It's a fun dynamic here. No. Like, why is it that... So, like, yeah, today is not the day to make one. No matter what you say, it's not going to make me make one. Because I have more self-respect than that. Like, genuinely. You have such a weird rhetoric about this, dude. That you're like, you're almost like demanding that, oh, you see a woman on the internet into cars. Oh, that must mean that She has to have OnlyFans to pay for her car parts. No, bro. What? Yeah, right. You're not kidding. Weird ass comments, man. Weird ass comments. But it's what we do, I guess. I don't fucking know. Let me put on a shirt. That's what this is. I mean, it's a tank top, but it's a shirt. It's also part of my merch. Fun fact. So yeah. And you are gone too. Jesus fucking Christ. What's with the chat tonight? And all the children are out in force in the chat. I have a tooth gap. Congratulations. And just get rid of that one too. What the well, you're acting like a child. Because you're like demanding a woman have an OnlyFans account because why? Because you want to like get off to me, which, you know, I mean, I think I should be flattered, maybe, but I don't go for men, so no. What are you talking about? Minimum? What? I am so fucking confused at what's going on in my chat right now. Like, what? So, you know, normally my YouTube chat is pretty chill. Tonight, y'all are fucking feral. Like, bruh, I know it's the weekend, but damn. Now, Raspberry, what are you talking about? Are you talking about if you want to like become a member of the channel? Because I have that pretty cheap, honestly. That's not that expensive. And I have two cats. I have Saber and I have Rascal. Saber is the old man. He is 27. He'll be 28 this year. Rascal, he'll be 18 this year. He is 17. So there's that. My minimum is $5.99 for. Hang on. I'm trying to think of that. Oh, I have to pull it up on the computer. That's a pain in the ass. Let me look. And yes, you know, but just remember, with Chuck Norris's passing, that just means that Death got a holiday, and now we got a new Grim Reaper. That's all I'm saying. No TikTok live tonight? What do you mean I did one? Like, I did. To be honest, I don't do anything special for it. Like I don't produce special content for the memberships on Rascal. Be careful. You almost fell off there, dude. Are you gonna come cuddle now? Again? You're staring at me like you want to cuddle again. But there's that. Let me look at YouTube. I don't even know what the prices are set at, to be honest, because I don't think I ever changed them. Like for the most part, if people want to do the memberships, that's up to them, really. I don't really cater to it as much, to be fair, and it's just I'm so busy with other stuff, and so it gets a little difficult to try and do that, you know. Oh yeah, cool. That's a little odd, but yeah, no, I was live tonight. I was. I was live like an hour and a half ago, give or take. So, yeah. Great, it's not like my super late lives like I normally do on TikTok, but I don't remember how to do this. It's been so long since I've screwed around with YouTube on a computer. I'm trying to remember where everything is. Alright. That's just how the chat's gonna be tonight. Cool. Um no, what am I looking for? No, that's not what I'm looking for at all. I was just trying to find YouTube Studio because I know I can update stuff from there. YouTube Studio. There we go. Go into there. That'll work. Yeah, because I can't do anything from my phone. I have to do it from the laptop. But it's remembering everything in here. To be honest, again, I very rarely fire up the laptop. It's not often. Because even like all my all of my editing is on my phone. So, and all of my like all of my filming is done on my phone too. Oh, that would be good actually. Let's see. I can't remember how to do that in here. This can be under here, right? Yeah. And here we go again in the chat. Go figure. Memberships. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't have very many members, to be fair. There's only 4 people that are actually members. Now, let's see. What can I do? To update this, because I don't know if I can, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't a clue on this, to be honest. So, of how to update this to even lower the prices, because I don't mind. Oh, wait, maybe it's here. Ah, there we go. I found it. Oh, okay, so I can't actually lower the price. Fun fact. I can't do that. No, $4.99 is the lowest you can have it. Fun fact. So, and I have no idea what's going on with my chat right now. I have no clue. So, alright, I'll just close that. Yeah. So, sorry. I couldn't help you with making that cheaper for you, but yeah, when it comes to the memberships of the channel, I can't really do anything to make that cheaper. That is the lowest it'll let me do it. So, yeah. So, it's your girl, Katarina. It's very strange though, of all these people. Partially my cat, partially horrible fucking construction of the chair. We need to replace both the chairs. Like, this one needs to be replaced too, but there's also that one. And I'm just, yeah. Also, hey, Will Dog. Hang on, I'm just going to get rid of that. Because, no. But yeah, like, my dad's chair just got obliterated over the years. So, my chair is just uncomfortable, so I use blankets to make it comfortable. It's pretty sad. We need to just get rid of these and get something else. If I had a bit more money, I would actually get us some new furniture, but I don't. That's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But it's how it goes. This says how it goes. Hey, Rascal, come here. Come on. I know you want. I know you want her. Come on, dude. Rascal. Because I already know you're gonna come here regardless. Come on. There you go. Time for a 9 to 5? I mean, I work a dino gig, man. In the summertime. That's what I do. And then I have my social media. And I do sell, like, my some parts and stuff like that I have in, like, my parts hoard. So, and yeah. I live a comfortable life. It's sometimes it can be a little tight for funds, but I have a comfortable life. I am doing good, Will Dog. How you doing, man? Your face is still the same, but the hair in the forehead is atrocious. Are you well? I'm perfectly fine. But I'm not somebody who judges people by their looks. But clearly, the person who doesn't have a profile picture, you know, it says a lot about your self-esteem there, bud. Tell me, is are you always an asshole, or only when you're online? Who am I kidding? It's only when you're online. It's to overcome the fact that you have no friends and a tiny pecker, so you decide to lash out online against women who you think have low self-esteem. Like, fuck. It's just so hilarious of how this is, like, the chat tonight. Who the fuck is Doug? Because, no, my name is Katarina, and this is my name, and this is my voice. So try again, child. Try again. Oh? What's going on with the transfer case there, dude? Because that's no bueno. I mean, I understand transfer case is trying to explode, because kind of had to replace the one on my dad's truck not terribly long ago. So, bro, you're a dude. You're a dude, your mom's a dude, your grandma's a dude, your dad's a dude, your brother's a dude, you're a dude. Everybody's a dude. Dude. And thank you, Violet. Some of you, the bulk of them need to. Like, it's so hilarious. And now this person keeps throwing out names of saying, like, chill, and yet, the funny thing is, I am perfectly calm, and that's the fun part. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Because all this person is doing is just trying to be antagonistic, and it's not worth it. Same as this person. They're just trying to be antagonistic. And it's not worth it. And again, same as this person. They're just trying to be antagonistic. We're gone. Well, oddly enough, actually, what's interesting is if you are actually hating on somebody's gender in Canada, that's actually considered discrimination. And you can be charged for it. Fun fact. Did you know that? That was actually a law that was passed 15 years ago. So there's that. Slop in the change causing vibration that there's there sometimes, sometimes not. See, that's the problem with the chain-driven transfer cases, honestly. Like, my dad's truck, it just wore a hole through the case, and so it was costing so much to keep filling it with fucking fluid all the time, and no patching would really fix that magnesium case, so we just said, fuck it. And ended up replacing it instead. Yeah, apparently. Like, this is nuts. It explains it that I'm from Canada. Why? That I actually have this thing called, what's that? Oh, yeah, respect. So judging by that response, you're probably American and you don't have respect, which is sad. Because, like, there are Americans that are actually very awesome people, whatever else, but you guys get such a bad rap because of people like you. It's sad. You know? And we're here trying to chat about cars and trucks and stuff. And yet, y'all are, like, focused on different things, and it's very interesting. But, you know what's really funny, though? Is, so, the people who are, like, trolling in the chat, whatever else, you know all you're doing is just feeding the algorithm, so that more people see this. So that I get more comments, likes, and subscriptions. Which, in turn, makes me more money. You do realize that, right? And hey, got another Canadian in the chat. Nice. The English is very broken there, Anthony, because what? You said you can call yourself a woman, but you can't other people to believe it. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? It's not very hard. English is a very simple language, bro. Try again. Try again. Yeah, I mean that is concerning if there's a vibration coming from the transfer case. That's very concerning, and it's only only a matter of time before something pops, right? That's kind of scary. And that's the thing, like with my dad, that I told him you cannot drive this truck right now until we get that transfer case fixed, and then we got it fixed, and it's been fine. But okay, you want it here, sir. You want it here. Why you be running away again? Huh? Why you run? Why you run? Oh, honestly, they're not getting to me at all. That's the fun part. Like, not at all. I really don't care. That's why I mentioned what I mentioned, right? That all they're doing is just feeding the algorithm. And making it so that more people see it. So, congratulations. So, you know, what's interesting, though, is... So these people are so concerned if I'm transgender or not. And again, even if I was, why does it matter? Like, genuinely, why does it matter what somebody was born as and what they choose to identify as? In your guys' mind. Because it's not affecting you. At all. And it's very odd behavior, right, of the chat tonight. And it's interesting, because normally, you know... Oh, you know what it is? I know exactly what's going on here. So I changed the description of the video, or not the description, but the title, Because normally it's just like Katarina's Garage is live. And you know, that's fine. I normally do that. I totally forgot that it at the end of the description right now it actually says uh, live with your girl Katarina, right? And so there's all these people up in arms about that, which is very interesting. That's the whole reason why you guys are going nuts. I bet. That's wild. Well, I can just very easily just do this to you. Because again, I try and make this place a very like safe and fun place for people. I try and be very upbeat in everything I do and to chat with y'all, right? It's very interesting, honestly. Wait, wait. Oh, that's shitty cool. Hmm. So it has like a one of those like it has like a key sort of lug nut or whatever, which they're frustrating if you don't have the key to get off. Like such a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna get rid of this person too. There we go. And just get rid of that one. Oh, to be honest, none of my mods are on, so I do these lives on a whim. To be fair, so and a lot of my mods are gonna be like asleep and whatever else. To be fair, I don't have like a lot of like active mods all the time on here because I don't go live that often on YouTube. I normally go live on TikTok, but you know it's fine. And again, just get rid of it. I don't know who you are, so no. The thing is, I don't make people that I don't know moderators. But we're just vibing. We're chilling. Uh, had to order $100 sock from Porsche. Oof, that's a bit pricey. But I mean, it's worth it to swap your shit out. But oof. Nice, nice. Fuck. It's too funny. It's too funny, honestly. And like now, it's interesting. There'd be a lot of creators that get very upset about comments like that. To me, it doesn't even bother me. As you can tell, like I'm calm as a cucumber, and it's whatever to me. Sure, it can be a little frustrating when you're trying to speak about specific topics and the chat just goes off the rails because I actually don't know why. To be fair, other than like they crave attention, that's what it is. So it's very sad, you know. And I truly don't understand the mentality about it, but to each their own, I guess. You know, if you want to, I guess, be that way, be my guest. It's just sad behavior. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, how can I look at you there, Steven? You are not here. I don't see a face to look at. What is that? There's that. Because this is a screen without any other faces on it. Oh, I know it could. Don't get me wrong. there gets to a point where, and you've probably seen me, I've removed quite a few people in the chat tonight because you can tell they're just going to be antagonistic and they're not going to change their mind. That's fine. But also, all I gotta say to people is just remember though, it's just words, right? And now, if anybody in the chat like attacks anybody else in the chat, that's a no-go. They instantly get removed for that. It's one thing if they try and go after me. It's whatever. I'm used to that shit. It's fine. When you have a big following, you tend to get a lot of trolls and whatever else, and it's par for the course. Nothing I can do about it. I wish I could, but I can't. It's all good. Do I miss the dent side? To a certain degree, yes, but at the same time, no. Like, that truck was cool, and everything. Like, Mousetrap was a fantastic truck, to be honest. However, selling a truck went through some very, very amazing things. You know, because, like, I got sponsored by QA1, right? Which I don't know if you heard about that, but that did happen. And so I'm getting a bunch of suspension upgrades for the car. You know, everything from a full coilover set to a K-member, like a tubular K-member to sway bars and a camber caster plate. So it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Well, thank you. And hey, you're good, Sizzle. Honestly. Oh, trust me. The thing is, if their words actually got to me, to be honest, I wouldn't be here, like, going live or anything like that. I wouldn't be posting content, right? You have to have a pretty thick skin to be a content creator. And it is sad, you know? Like, I wish that, that everybody was just, like, chill and awesome and it's great. But I know that that can't be the case. Right? So, and thank you, Will Doug. Yeah, like it's freaking fantastic, honestly. With the QA1 sponsorship, and now, like I said, they are actually building. I think it's the rear suspension right now, so they have everything else ready to ship. It's just the rear suspension is being built as we currently speak, so it's going to be a little bit for that. I can't wait, honestly. Can't wait. People want to know what they're actually talking? Well, I'm a woman. My name is Katarina. You can see that when you freaking click on the live. That it's Katarina's garage. Just putting that out there. Again, they're not attacking the viewers. That's the thing, right? So, and right now, like, they've died off, because they always do. Like, the trolls will lose steam, and then they fuck off and go to somebody else's live. That's all good, you know? I'm just... just get rid of that. No. And thank you. Appreciate that. And you have a 2024 Z06. Cool, cool. Is there anything done to it, or is it stock? Because that'd be a C8, actually, which is cool. Honestly, they're not my favorite, I'll say that. Like, they're pretty neat, and they're badass car. But, yeah. All love for South Africa. Hey, appreciate that, Kay. Honestly, it's really cool to see where people actually, like, come from. You know, you have people from all walks of life and all across the world, and it's so cool, honestly. Aftermarket supercharger and exhaust. So what, you're running like a VSS supercharger? You have a Pro Charger? Is it a Whipple? You know, what supercharger do you have on it? Sleeperdo built a Maverick with a 300 cubic inch inline six-cylinder turbocharged with a cam. They started for the first time in the video today. Oh, cool! That's interesting. So, like, what? An old, like, 70s Maverick, I'm assuming? That's cool. Oh, it's a Whipple. Nice, nice. So, good old, um, why is my brain not working? Root style supercharger. There we go. Cool. And yes, I am Canadian. Dude, we don't talk religion in here, man. It's just why. This is an automotive live. We don't need your religion, thank you. Nice. But yeah, like, and so for people that don't know, like, my name is Katarina. I am 29, and I actually do road race my Mustang, and so the goal is to try and make her as fast as possible. And with this year's track day, which happens it's usually like early September or late August, um, is there's this track day that I do. And so during then, actually, what's going to be pretty neat is, well, I'm hoping with the suspension upgrades that I can get a lot closer to keeping up with that Lotus 7. Like, I know that the driver he's actually like a really good driver. He's very humble and he's great too. Um, but if my little inline six Fox body could get anywhere close to him, that'll be freaking exciting. And because to be honest, like I know with a different suspension on the car, if it doesn't understeer near as bad, it doesn't body roll near as much, we're gonna be a lot closer. So like this last time when uh, I was out at the track, I did a 1 minute 12 as my best lap time. He did a 105, right? So, but bear in mind, like a Lotus 7 is a very badass car. If you don't know what a Lotus 7 is, so it was a sort of sports car that Lotus built back in. They designed it in the 50s, actually. Very cool. It's got like a double wishbone suspension up front and everything. And they had like the first use of like coilovers and stuff on these vehicles. And they were designed as like an open cockpit sort of design, no roofs on them or anything. They were just straight up roadster, lightweight, little 4-cylinder that was high revving and handled extremely well. And so being able to go against something that's a straight up track weapon with my straight Fox body would be so dope. So I can't wait. Can't wait. See, now, and I appreciate how much of a cheerleader you are, Sizzle. Like, honestly, you are a vibe in the chat, and you are freaking incredible. So thank you so much. And yeah, like, to be honest, if you guys could give the live a like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be dope. If not, that's okay too. But it'd be really awesome if you did, because every little bit helps me, every little bit. And oh yeah, they are. Like, now it's interesting because people will look at a Lotus 7 and go, wait, that's Caterham. And it's like, well, yes, actually, they are the same car, right? So, and hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you. So Lotus actually sold the rights and the tooling over to Caterham starting in the 60s, I believe. And Caterham's been making them ever since. But what's cool is, so Caterham can either build it for you, or you can get it as a kit car and you can build it yourself. It's kind of neat. I mean, you save money obviously building it yourself, but some people don't want to build a car, which I understand that. It's totally understandable. And it's a 73 Maverick Grabber with the 306 with a turbo on it. That's interesting. Honestly, I might have to check it out because that's a unique build. You don't see very many people screwing around with the 306s. I mean, you're starting to more. They're getting the respect finally, those motors are, but it is neat, If it's a kit, does it avoid taxes? No, you'd still have the taxes because it still is a vehicle technically. Or at least I'm pretty sure it acts that way. I think. But yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure. What are my thoughts on four cylinders? You've been smoking PT Cruisers, so depends on the four banger. Like, there's some really good four bangers out there that can make a lot of power and you can have a lot of fun with. But I mean, a PT Cruiser's not a high benchmark to be fair. Um, because well, a PT Cruiser is just a neon by another name with a different body on it, but underneath it's just a straight up neon. Now they did make the GT version, which is an SRT4 neon underneath, right? And they're a badass car. Like so many people will try, like they want, an SRT4 neon. I'm like, well, if you want an SRT4 neon that was probably better taken care of and it's cheaper, get yourself a PT Cruiser GT. It's the same car. The only difference is they make a little less power because of they have to restrict the header a lot more due to the fact that there isn't as much room. So with that kind of pike nose on it. And it's going to be his daughter's drag car. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Honestly, like I love that kind of stuff. That's really cool. And like I like the weird shit too, obviously, because I mean, obviously, I'm an inline six Fox body. It's strange. It's strange what I'm doing to it too, because it's not something that most people are going to do to one. Most people are going to take that motor, they're going to rip it out, they're going to put a 302 in there, right? Because it's a Fox body. It's supposed to have a 302, But not for me. I like 302s. They are pretty fun, but give me the lightweights and the balance of a 200 inline six every day of the week, honey. Am I a mechanic? Not a licensed mechanic, but I do my own work. So there's that. I mean, although I do actually farm out some things, it just depends on what it is. Like, I actually think that I do have a ball joint that's going out on my car, and so I need to actually swap that out. But I don't have a press, so I know that actually my mechanic neighbor buddy, I think he actually works on ball joints. So I might ask him to see if he can help me out with that. To be honest. And I mean, if he does that, he can have that air compressor that you know, because I'll offer that to him. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, like I'll have to talk to him and see if he's open to it, and then if he wants to, yeah, like I'd have to get the ball joint, you know. And they put a Hemi in a Model T. Jeez. I would say that Henry Ford's rolling in his grave, but to be fair, Dodge actually did make motors for Fords back in the day, so there's that. Like the Dodge brothers, they had like a contract with Ford, but they were screwing. Like Ford was screwing over Dodge brothers, so they said screw it, and they made their own car company. It's kind of funny how that works. Like a lot of car companies out there, it's because somebody got screwed over, or somebody spited them, so they're like, screw it, I'm gonna make my own car company, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Ugh, frick. Tired, not gonna lie. Um, but honestly, so and then it's gonna be cool because like I said, I'm gonna be tinting the headlights on the car, with that yellow tint that I got today. So that'll be cool. It's gonna look awesome, and it's gonna be actually functional too, which is interesting because normally it's just like, oh, cutting down lights not functional. Yeah, but with how bright those freaking lights are on the low beams, I actually do want to cut down on the light a bit. And plus, I actually want to be able to see when there's a freaking blizzard or when there's anything else like that. I mean, GM is not going bankrupt though. No, GM is actually doing pretty well right now, especially with the hype of the new like Corvettes and stuff. They're fine. Their sales are pretty good, and you know, like there's no sign. Like the only ones that could go out of business is uh, to be honest, like Nissan could go out of business. They've been making very poor decisions, and nothing's been really a hit for them lately, and it's kind of sad, honestly, because they used to make such cool cars, but not no more. You you openly admit to being a complete auto idiot and I knowing nothing about any of them, but I do think you're very cool and you're into it. So, oh no, that's cool. That's cool. And the one thing is, it is surprising of how many people share the same sentiment, right? There are people that know absolutely dick all about cars, right? And like case in point, you just mentioned you're one of those. But they like my vibe, so they like subscribe to the channel and watch the videos. And what's cool is that you will learn like a lot. You know, if you like tune into the live streams, if you watch the videos and stuff like that, there is a lot that way that can be learned, and it's pretty cool. I get a lot of people that actually tell me that they also just like to, as an example, and I've been told this, and it's a little weird, but I kind of understand it, but it is weird. Is that apparently I have a soothing voice, and so I've actually heard like that people will um like put a playlist of my videos on and they'll fall asleep to it, which is very odd to hear that. But like, I mean, I guess it's watch time, so I can't really be mad or anything like that about it. But it is odd, you know. And you bought new headlights for your Panamera, and the headlights still suck. You hate the projectors, but there's no alternatives for them. That is sad. Yeah, because admittedly, I just realized who you were when you said the Panamera. I was like, oh, okay, that's who you are. From TikTok. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is sad. You think there'd be more, but then again, it is a Panamera. Like, and the Panamera is kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the Porsche world, just because not as many people like enjoy the Panamera, right? And they're very niche in their ways. A lot of people don't like them. For me, I mean, I'm indifferent about it. They're interesting. I'll say that. You know, cars go vroom vroom. That's about the extent of my knowledge. Love it, love it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. If somebody tossed me the keys to a Panamera, sure, I'd do a review of it. I mean, it doesn't bother me any. You know, like so many people would be like, "No, I can't drive something like that." And for me, I'm like, I don't care. Sure, why not? Now, granted, would I want to have it as a daily? No. Would I want to own that vehicle? No. But it'd be neat. It's kind of like when Mike gets his new Shelby in, because a good friend of mine, his name is Mike, and actually, fun fact, if now, um, if any of you are, I can't even say seniors of the channel, but if you've been around the channel for a bit, you'll know of the Thunderbird, right? And that Thunderbird, it was never my car, and people thought that it was mine. I'm just like, no, I never owned it, but instead that was my buddy Mike's car, and he lost storage of it, you know, almost 2 years ago now, and unfortunately, it was just he was at a point where he was worried about it, and he didn't know what to do, and he was flustered. So I told him, hey, dude, don't worry. Me and my dad will come grab it. And we did. So we grabbed the car and we drove it out here, right? And now it was running like crap, to be honest, because it had bad fuel in it and all that different jazz. So it needed a good highway run, and it needed like fresh fuel put in it. So what we ended up doing was, like I was trying to drive it around town. It wasn't enough, to be honest. And then my dad all of a sudden, oh, he needs a car. I tossed him the keys to the Thunderbird. I'm like, drive that to work. Should be a very comfortable ride for you, right? So, and he did. He's taken it a couple times to work actually. And that cleared it right up. And then he was able to tune the carburetor while he was up there, and it was perfection, honestly. And it's been perfect ever since. Right now, you wish we would have bought the S650. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, you have the more unique one. I'll tell you that. But I get that. And you're looking for an old Cadillac right now? Nice. Yeah, I mean, that T-Bird was an awesome car. Like, it was a 78. Thunderbird had a 400 under the hood. Very clean car overall. And I actually sold it. It was a one-owner car. Or two-owner car, technically. And it was only... I only got $5,500 out of it. But it's a nice car, honestly. And Ryan, I'm Canadian. So we don't have a draft. So there's that. And hey, Leo. Yeah, I was out for a bit because of, well, I got sick, right? So it sucked, but it is what it is. Had to just suck it up and push through it, and I did, and I was getting a little bit of content out for you guys at that point, but I'm still kind of bouncing back from that. Like, I'm still not 100%, but I'm trying my best. Because I felt it today, to be honest. I'm like, oh, just my really low energy today. So, and that's the thing, like, at least tomorrow I'll be able to, like, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, and it'll just be a rest day. Now, granted, I might film a couple videos, though, so we'll have to see for that. But, yeah. I'm in Alberta, Canada. How about you, Mike? Where are you from? Hey, no worries, Will Dog. Have a fantabulous sleep. It was good chatting with you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Like I said, I just love how much of a cheerleader Sizzle is. Like, you are a rock star, honestly, and I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just the awesome vibes that way, and I love when I have like people that are in the chat like that are just awesome people. It makes it so much better, right? For this. Because normally I'm doing this solo and, you know, I don't have any help whatsoever. And it's just like, I mean, I'm used to it. And it's not a big deal, right? But it's awesome to have people like you. So shout out to Sizzle Moonsong. And, okay, Mike's in Ontario. Cool, cool. Admittedly, I haven't been out to Ontario in a long time. Like, I mean, I was so small the last time I was out there that I don't remember. So there's that. But, I mean, I've flown over Ontario to go to Montreal. But yeah. Do aliens exist? Well, to quote, oh god, what's his name? Astrophysicist. One that killed Pluto. Like, as a planet. Even though, in my eyes, Pluto's still a planet. I'm a millennial, goddammit. I grew up with Pluto as a planet. It's a fucking planet. I can't remember his name. Neil deGrasse Tyson. There we go. That's his name. And so, Neil, to quote him, it's like, yeah, aliens, they're real, you know. They've never been here, but they are real. Because there's no way in hell we are the only intelligent life anywhere. And there's signs of life on other planets or whatever else. You know, it's kind of interesting when you look at it. Like at the surface of Mars, as an example, like how much they've discovered with using the probes and stuff, and they realized that like Mars at one point had a bunch of water. Like the whole planet was covered in water at one point. And then they looked and they realized that there were signs of life on Mars, right? There was like they found organisms actually on there, which is pretty cool. That was a couple of years ago. And it's like, huh, it's very interesting what you actually learn with like astrophysics, like doing that. Which I am interested in that a little bit. I like space to a certain degree. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, have fun, Mike, and I appreciate the subscription. Uh, give him hell. Yes. So, okay. That is a planet that's way outside our solar system. It's a long, long, long ways off. But and looking at the planet, it is like an Earth 2.0 if you look at it. That planet looks like it's about the perfect distance like away from the sun for life. It and it revolves around a sun properly and all that stuff. It's got a lot of water, and yeah, so it's like it's very interesting, and you do wonder if, like, as an example, do they know about us, right? Like, if that actually is, if it's not like a natural phenomenon of light, that if it is, artificially made light, as an example, um, is that if there is intelligent life on that planet, like, do they have telescopes as well, and do they see us, and whatever else? You never know, right? That's kind of the fun part, figuring all that out. But yeah. Although, to be honest, though, it is almost 1 a.m. Yo, girl, be tired. You can probably hear it in my voice, to be honest. I'm usually a little more upbeat than this, It's just like, doing this. But I am bagged tonight. So I'm going to try and get some sleep. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to live. Y'all are pretty good overall. I mean, granted, there was a lot of shit that we went through tonight in the live, but it is what it is. So, anyways, y'all have a good sleep and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And this girl will catch you next time. Peace out.